Hi, here's my update for December 6th, 2020. And I just want to start off with two new acquisitions, which I just got today from my most favorite grower, I guess, because, well, I get to get some interesting Fragmapediums. Not too many growers part with their plants, so one of them is a Fragmapedium. So the first one is Fragmapedium Sunset Magic 3N. This is a cross between Dick Clements and Wakani Sunset. So the flowers should be red, and I don't know. I know it's got those funny blotches, but he grows near a farm, and there's always fungus issues with his leaves, but once I cut this off, the rest of the plant should be clean for a while. The next one over is a Paphio species. This is Paphio gratixianum, and I don't know, these are always in bloom. If you check out his Facebook page, Raymond Lucier, and yeah, so these are intermediate growers. Again, I assume this to be near blooming size, probably a year away from blooming, I would think. I don't know, a year and a half, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. And now I'll switch gears to some of my plants that are in bloom. There are a lot of plants that you've seen before, but I'm just going to go quickly over those and stick with the ones that just opened. So this is Pachera Delight, and I'm thrilled that this plant recovered, and because it wasn't doing so well this summer, and so the flowers are out, but they're a lot smaller than they have been in the past. But they are just freshly open. But normally they're a bit bigger than this. They appear a bit darker on the camera, but they will darken even more in the next week or so. There's a couple more buds still waiting to open, but I've got 3 flowers. So, yeah. Pachera Delight, and I'm featuring this guy again because this is his last flower. This is the 7th flower on my Fragmapedium longifolium, and yeah, I'm gonna miss this guy. This is a really nice one. So, and I know it's the last one because the sheath here underneath is empty. So that's it, longifolium. Yeah. So, but the good news is that there's a nice big growth behind there. So probably next summer, fall, there should be another spike. So I wanted to contrast this large Fragmapedium next to this one here, which is Persei, Fragmapedium Persei, which I bought this summer, and it arrived with a spike. It was actually in flower. So, and the reason why I want to show you this is that, I don't know if I can show you this against the light. Now that growth here, let's see. This growth here against the light, you see something coming out. So I'm fairly certain that that's a spike. And this happened after it popped out these 2 growths in front of the pot there. So yeah, so I think that's their growth habit. So nothing else here seems to be in spike except for that single growth, but you could see that it's quite small compared to its longifolium cousin. Now, in comparison to my Pachera Delight, I'm going to bring out another one that isn't in bloom yet, but a much smaller, more compact vanda. This is a kind of a species. This is Vandal La Maletta, and it's the two subspecies crossed together. I'll put it down and show you the tag. La Maletta varia boxellii times remediosii. Anyways, I think you can still consider this as a species, even though it's two subspecies that are crossed together. And this spike here has grown fairly quickly, and I can't wait to see. I seem to have, like, I don't know, maybe, sorry for the bad lighting today, but I seem to have, like, I don't know, maybe eight flowers. I don't know, it's hard to say, but the spike is still growing, so that's probably not a final count. So moving on, you've seen these before. Jiminy cricket is on the way out. So is the Zygonesia. There's some browning here on the top of the dorsal, but they're still slightly fragrant. So what else? Hawaii stars, still in bloom. Citrus in the morning, and at the moment is smelling kind of like peppermint. This is about to open. This was one of my recent purchases. It's not quite there yet. That's the Chamber Lianium times Mochetiatum, something like that. But I'll feature that once it's more opened. But as you can see, I've got some no ID foul spikes here. And these little things here are my little stars, which should be in bloom fairly soon. This is my Obsidium Twinkle, which is just about to open. And Pachera Delight is still in bloom, surprisingly. It seems to last longer in the cooler months, but the fragrance is not as strong during these months. And Honey Pawpaw is working on it. That's the second spike, so this buzz just about ready to open. And the first long spike is still going strong, and this is still extremely fragrant. And the spike in the back is Andean Fire, and the bud just fell off this morning. So that's about it. Oh, and I keep forgetting this guy. Well, that's Obsidium Heaven Sent, which is on its end as well. So that's about it. I can't talk too much more about my collection, since most of it is it's kind of dormant at this time of the year, I guess, with the lower light and the cooler weather. But Pine Rivers is also in spike, but I'm not going to bother moving the plant to show you that. My next video, maybe I'll feature an update on all my new acquisitions. My Chinese Cymbidiums are still alive, so that's good. And the other two are in my stand, so getting a cooler rest. So I'll talk about those and the Paraphalaenopsis. So that'll be in the next update. So I'll end off by showing you these blooms. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.